Hello and welcome to the Pretty Twisted Yarns podcast. My name is Teresa and this is episode 31. This is my little corner of the interwebs where I share all about yarn and different things I've been doing with it. I am a full-time yarn dyer and I'm a knitter and I own a Erlbacher circular sock machine. Sometimes I crochet, but not very often. I don't know why. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the shenanigans and the crazy. This is going to be probably a very chitty-chatty bang bang episode because I don't really feel like editing that much today, guys. I do have notes though, because otherwise I will get brain farts the whole time and be like, I forgot what I was just talking about. So yes, you can find me on Instagram at Pretty Twisted Yarns, on Ravelry as Pretty Twisted, and there is a podcast group on Ravelry for this channel. It's the Pretty Twisted Yarns podcast group. I hope you come and join us over there. Yeah, I'm coming to you from Central Florida where it was very sunny out, and now it's kind of clouding over. We will probably get a storm, which is very normal for this time of the year. It has been hotter than freaking, I'm not even going to say what. It's been hotter than hot. Super, super hot. It needs to stop being so dang hot because I want to wear all my fall stuff. I'm getting the fall feels, guys. Are you too? I know you are. Yep, I think that's it. I am hosting a make-along on Ravelry in the podcast group. It is called Spooky But Keep It Pink. All the details are over there, but I'm going to be doing an Instagram live on Halloween night at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is terrifying, but I'm gonna try it. I think I figured it out, and as long as I know I'm doing it on that day. Anyways, we're gonna have a cast-on party for whatever Halloween project you're working on, and the Spooky But Keep It Pink make-along ends on Halloween, October 31st. So yeah, all the details are over there. You can get an extra entries if you use Spooky But Keep It Pink, which is a colorway I'll show you in a minute, or any of my yarn, extra entries for that. But the basic idea is spooky but keep it girly. Keep it pink, 50% pink. I mean, I'm not really that picky. Like, if it's spooky to you, it's spooky. If it's pink, cool. But there's been some really great suggestions. So like a spooky pattern, like a ghost, an amigurumi, some kind of spooky pattern, but using pink. So yeah, there were some really great ideas. Susan Claudino has some great like amigurumi patterns. If you have any suggestions for spooky Halloween themed patterns, drop them in the comments below to give people some inspiration. So yeah, this is going to be in like no particular order because my notes are just jotted down in a hodgepodge fashion like I do. You guys, okay, so the giveaway winner from episode 30 is Melissa Bell, and you won a skein of hand-dyed yarn. Congratulations. Please email me at prettytwistedyarns@yahoo.com and I will get that skein sent your way. So a little bit later when we talk about what's in the shop, I do have a really special discount for you guys. My oldest daughter, Haley, rudely turned 20 on Friday. Not approved by me. This is not okay. But yeah, she turned 20, so to celebrate, I'm taking her out on Monday, because she's off on Monday. So we're gonna do like something to eat wherever she wants to go. I don't know, probably Panera or Texas Roadhouse or something. And I think we're gonna get pedicures, so a little self-care, mommy-daughter time. And then I think we're gonna, well, I know, we're gonna go to Bath & Body Works and get some of the fall scented candles and body products. So I do have a discount code and I'll share that a little bit later in Shop Talk. Yes, okay. Well, I think I'm just going to show you guys some things that I've been working on. Okay, so I believe I shared on the last episode a shawl that I am knitting. This is the Shisui Shrug by Sosu Knits. And last time I showed this to you, I was right here. This stitch marker, it's like a little crystal ball. I got that from the Knotty Knittress, who is my friend Andie. So I have been knitting on this for about half an hour every morning before I start work and before like Caitlin goes to school and stuff. So I've gotten, for brioche and not knitting on it like a lot, I've gotten a good part of it done. Brioche is very addictive, you guys. It's very addictive. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I'm using a Signature Needle Arts 4.0 millimeter circular needle, and the tips, just the tips are being protected by some really cute little stitch stoppers that are very pretty twisted yarns. It's like skulls and stuff, but like keep it pink, yeah? Are so cute. Those are in my shop. So the yarns that I'm using are my Lavish base, which is an 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 4-ply, 437 yards to 100 grams. And the first colorway is called Stop Whining. And it's a very pretty burgundy colorway. So squishy and soft. This shrug is going to be amazing to just throw on and off. Brioche is so squishy. I was talking to my friend Ambie, who is Ambie Marine Knits on Instagram, and I'm like, I kind of want to knit a brioche blanket. Let's be honest, that is never gonna happen. But wouldn't it be amazing? And then the contrast is basically just white, but there are itty bitty teeny weeny tiny plum and black speckles. And this is just like, I want to eat it up. Even the backside of brioche looks cool. That's upside down. Like, oh my gosh, I see many more brioche projects in my future. I started knitting the Marley shawl, I believe it was, by Andrea Mowry years and years ago. So I've knit brioche before, but when I started knitting again in 2020, I frogged that project because I was like, I will never learn how or know how to knit brioche again. And once I started doing it, I was like, this is amazing, because I make up little songs like, brioche, all you gotta do is slip one, yo, and then bark or burp. I'm usually burping when I should be barking, and there's mistakes in it, but it's like, slip one, yo. The abbreviations are super, super fun. Slip one, yo, bark, burp. Right up my alley. Love it so much. So I cannot wait to have that. Okay, so that's the only finished object I have, but it's not finished. It's not the only whip. I have one more whip. So I have a lot of whips, like, let's be honest, but these are what I've been like currently working on. This is a toe-up sock. So I did Judy's Magic cast on for 14 stitches. I do a yarn over increase because it makes it really easy to, if you put your knitting down and then you're like, wait, was the last round I did a plain knit round or was it a increase round? If it's a yarn over, you just knit it through the back, and if there's no yarn over there, you do a yarn over. So if there's not, up until you get to your target stitch count. So that, like, if there's a yarn over, you knit it through the back loop. If there's not, you make one. It's super easy. And I am using a 32-inch, 2.25 US 1 millimeter. I'm knitting magic loop, Chaogu needles, because they're my favorite. And that's pretty much how I knit socks always. I'm a looper. I'm a magic looper. What's your preferred method? Let me know down below. I'd be interested to see. I can use any of the other methods. I can do 9-inch circs, but they hurt my hands, so I don't even try to use 9-inch circs anymore. But the yarn is called Harvest Moon and is dyed by yours truly. And I am obsessed with how this is knitting up. Here's the cake. I'll show you some skeins later. Here's the cake. It's just a really beautiful burnt orange autumnal, and it has like pink, not pink, like purple, red, all kinds of different like speckles in it. So it's very speckled and blended. And I have been dyeing yarn. So I have an oven now. I'm sure I've probably mentioned that here at some point, but it's not so much that I can dye like mass quantities of yarn, but for my living space, because it is in my home, number one, it only uses one electrical outlet and it's insulated. So for example, like if I have all my steam tables out, that emits a lot of heat into the house and the air conditioner can't keep up. Space wise, like it only takes up a small footprint, right? So I can fit more yarn in there at one time. I hardly ever have it completely full though. The point of it is not to mass produce yarn, but to have a better solution for the current dye studio, which is in the middle of my house. So anyways, I've been dyeing yarn with 2 skeins in the pan. So I've been playing around with dyeing less yarn in the pan, and just some different like dye techniques and dye styles, and that's been really, really fun. Because I feel like you get more consistent results if the pan isn't overcrowded. But if you want negative space and white spots left, I mean, I've seen dyers dye up to like 8 skeins in a pan, but there's a lot of taking it out and putting it back in and messing with it. This was just really enjoyable to dye this way. Just 2 skeins in the pan, kind of doing all the dyeing in one pan, not taking it out and rearranging it and doing all of these other things. So it was just a real pleasure to dye up, and I hope you guys really, really enjoy this color as much as I do. It's a very pretty. Would make a fabulous sweater, I think. Okay. That's all I've worked on. I think I showed this last episode, and I don't think I made any progress on it, but I brought it in, so I showed you. I'm knitting an itty bitty teensy tiny sweater. This is the micro fairy sweater. I mean, it's just, this is teeny tiny neck hole. It's the micro fairy sweater by Dragon Horde Yarn, who is Tristan. Her designs are Dragon Horde designs. And the colorway is Blood Moon. And this one's on my sparkle base. So it is, oh god, my whip's gonna fall. Definitely like more red than Harvest Moon. And not as variegated, but still a really beautiful like autumnal burnt red kind of color. So I want to make like little tiny sweaters for my Christmas tree and just to like hang on garlands. I've been having fun making pom-poms and doing just like different things with yarn, because sometimes at the end of dyeing yarn all day my hands hurt. And I have a finished object. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was saying that my daughter Haley turned 20 on Friday, and she so I was knitting this hat and I wanted to give it to her, but I didn't know if she would like it, so I pretended it was for me, which isn't hard because that's who I'm always knitting for, is myself. And so the other day I went in her room and I was like, it was like Thursday, I'm like, hey, look at this hat. She's like, oh my god, it's so cute. Mom, make me one so we can be matchers. I almost fell on the floor. It's like, my 20-year-old wants to be matching with me. Yes. And she likes the hat. Yes. So I gave it to her for her birthday. And she wants socks. So this is the hat. And this is the colorway Spooky But Keep It Pink, which is a colorway that I dye. So it's got purple and green and black speckles. And I made a humongous pom-pom. So that's been another thing that I've been having fun with, is making pom-poms. I use the Clover brand pom-pom maker. It's my absolute favorite. I'm gonna mess my hair up, but that's okay. Look at, I can't even, like, I can't even right now with, I mean, So I'm gonna make myself another one when I die. This is on my Posh DK base, which is also 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. I can't wait until it's like cold here, you know, like 70 degrees, and I can just be like, let's go to Target so we can wear our fall knits. And then, so I kind of just made this pattern up. You can go like this and then have it like on the top of your head. I love it so much. So I made this pattern up. I just used a US 5 and I cast on 96 stitches. I mean, I don't care if it's slouchy, the slouchier the better, so I wasn't really trying to like grade it or get it to fit any specific size head. It fits my head and my daughter's head, so it's probably like an adult medium. But I cast on 96 stitches using the German Magic cast on, and then I just folded the brim and knit it together with the cast on edge because I just didn't feel like purling. And then once my brain started bleeding and I didn't want to knit anymore, I kind of tried it on, like on the needles, and I was like, okay, and then I just started decreasing pretty rapidly, knowing that a pom-pom was going to be on the top anyways. So it was just a super like basic AF pattern that I made up in my head, which has my wheels in my head working overtime for like maybe a basic AF pattern collection. Because the toe-up socks I'm making up too as I go. So I've been keeping notes and things like that. I'm in the Twin Stitches Designs Patreon membership, and I get a one-on-one with Julianne Knitter once a month, and she's kind of helping me figure out like how to make the PDF and how to do it and how to put it out on Ravelry. So I mean, this is not going to happen probably until after the first of the year, but I'm very excited. Very excited for some basic AF shenanigans. I hope you have something cozy to drink. I'm drinking water because it's very healthy and it has a cute sticker on it that's very shiny. This is my Crazy Sock Lady cup. I have my water in it. Oh my goodness. So I think that's pretty much like all of the yarniness. It doesn't seem like a lot for the last 2 weeks, but it's okay. Let's see what else. I shared that. I shared that. I shared that. Okay, cool. So, oh, also, this is gonna be good for, so I'm a member of Nitty Natty's Love and Stitches membership, and it is the fall, like, it's a fall, I don't know, it's the accessory make along. I'm all about the accessories. I like knitting small things. So the hat I can enter as a finished object. Hopefully I finish these socks and enter that, but I'm enjoying this membership immensely. There are like Zooms almost all the time. Like I was knitting the other day super early in the morning at like 5 a.m. with my friend Amber, who is Andie Marie Knits, and really nice woman from, she was living in Tasmania. And it's just so cool, like quick hop on a Zoom and be knitting with people from like other states and other countries. So, and they just did a live studio tour with Ruby and Roses, and Addie dyed like a custom colorway for the membership. I had to grab one. I had to, because it was so much fun seeing Addie just, I mean, she's like 20, and I've been watching her and following her pretty much since she started dyeing yarn, and just to see that journey at such a young age, what she's accomplished. Her dye studio is beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, it looks like a storefront. Like on the front it says like not a retail shop, but you know, I think they do have like open houses, open studio days. So let's see, the other night, I think it was last night, and Natalie interviewed one of a Kate, who it's like crochet is glam. She does like the pajamas that are super glam and stuff like that. So highly recommend the Love and Stitches membership. They do terms, so I think the next term opens like in, you have to check if you don't already. I'm sure you do. Follow Nitty Natty on Instagram, and she's on YouTube too. But I think it opens up like late November, mid-November. I'm not sure, but it's usually limited. So if you get on the wait list, then you have like an upper hand and a priority, I guess, to be able to, like when I joined, they were only taking 100 new members. So I got on that wait list and then signed up immediately, and it is so worth it. We had, I don't remember the designer's name. Ooh, I feel bad about that. But a gnome designer who, she designs like all the gnomes. She's really famous for gnomes, and we're going to be doing like a gnome workshop, like how to knit gnomes. I am so into, I love knitting small things that I get that great like feeling of accomplishment, and it doesn't take me years. So a gnome is in my future for sure, for sure. Okay, so now if you were just here to see what I've been doing, thank you for joining, and I will check you next time. But if you want a discount code and see what kind of yarn I have in my online yarn shop, which is prettytwistedyarns.com, I welcome you to stick around for a few minutes while I show you some colorways that I have available. All right? Cool. Let's do it. I'm going to drink another sip of water. Very important to hydrate. Okay. I have everybody's favorite. This yarn has been so stinking popular in my shop. This is a witching hour. I just want to eat it up. This is how it looks on my lavish base. And I just happened to twist it in a way that has the grid on top, orange, some like pinky purple. There's some white left in it. I'll insert a picture here of the sock tube that I have of it. I didn't want the black to be really solid. I wanted it to have some white in there so that when it knit up into anything, I just have a sock machine, so I cranked a sample. I wanted it to look like maybe like little ghosts in through the black, and it kind of does like a pooling micro striping on the bias, but your results may vary. They will vary depending on what you're making and what your gauge, needle size, all that shenanigans. You know, you're not going to get the same results as I did, because these kind of yarns just definitely depend on your tension. This is what it looks like on my plump base. My plump base is also 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, but it is a plumper base. It is a 2-ply. It's like 397, almost 400 yards to 100 grams. It has the feel of what would typically be like an 80-20 2-ply, high twist. So it speckles beautifully, very drapey compared to lavish. For socks, lavish is my favorite. I like socks knit out of plump, but because it's a plumper base, my stitches are a little bit bigger, and I have a million size 1 needles, so I usually don't knit socks using my plump base, but you definitely could. I tend to be kind of a tight, tense knitter. I've been trying to be more relaxed and like take it slower so that I'm not like, because I knit fast, but I'm like tight, 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 and my shoulders are up by my ears, and I have to just relax. It's not a race. It's not a race. It'll get done. Enjoy the knitting. Enjoy every stitch of the knitting. So here is how it looks on my Stardust Sparkle base. Witching hour. You can't keep all your yarn, Teresa. I can't do it. Okay. So another colorway that I have is drying out in my studio, but I'll insert a picture here. It is called Spellcaster. It's so good. It's purple, and just like I'll put the picture with the inspo photo because it's just really good. I think I captured it really nice, and it's Spellcaster. And then we have Harvest Moon, which I showed you already. I started a sock out of. I have a skein right here on my lavish base. So there's that autumnal orange, some speckling. Ooh, look at that part. Would this not make the most beautiful cardigan or sweater? And then this is what it looks like on my sparkle base. So this colorway really captures the sparkles where there's deeper tones. Oh, Haley wants a pair of socks out of this Harvest Moon colorway. So those are available. And then I have Spooky But Keep It Pink, which I showed you the hat that I made. So this is how it looks on my lavish base. You can get some green speckles, purple speckles, black speckles. I love it so much. And this is how it looks on my Stardust base. You can see like right here. And this colorway is also 10% of the proceeds from every skein purchased in September is being donated to Knit the Rainbow by me. So definitely grab yourself a skein of Spooky But Keep It Pink, because not only is it going to help an amazing organization, it will get you an extra entry into the make-along. I should have mentioned that before I started Shop Update, but I'll talk about that in a minute because I did receive one of the prizes. It's fantastic, and I'll share that in just a minute. But yes, grab yourself some Spooky But Keep It Pink. And then I also have, this one is, I will put the inspiration photo here because if I just show it to you, it doesn't look spooky at all. And it's kind of on theme with like Spooky But Keep It Girly. So this is called Ghoulish Garden. It is spectacular. It has just all of the spooky color speckles. Green, purple, some black. And this is my plump sock. I love how this high twist captures the speckles. It's a great base to speckle on. Do you guys like speckles as much as I do? I'm obsessed with speckles. Obsessed! And then in the shop, you'll see that you can get, just the 100 gram skein. And then what I've been doing with the minis, if you request it or you choose that option, I'm using my gloved hand and dipping it in rinse water and then putting minis in it. This one came out very like mauve, but it goes really well with this. So if you want the mini, you can choose the mini, and then I'll do that kind of dye dump, but it's going to be a one of a kind. It won't be like exactly this color. It will be similar. So it'll be kind of a surprise. But this would make a gorgeous shawl. I love it so much. I like speckles. A whole lot. Yes. Okay, so let's see. I know I forgot something. Let's show, not show. Okay, here's the special discount code you guys have been waiting for. And if you have waited this long, thanks for sticking around. And my camera is getting right up to 30 minutes and I think it stops. So I'm gonna pause this and then I'll be right back and we'll talk about discount code. Okay. Okay, cool, I'm back. You didn't go anywhere. I didn't really go anywhere either, but I know my camera stops at 30 minutes. So like I said, this is kind of a raw uncut. I don't even know what I'm gonna cut out if I cut anything out. Oh, discount code. So to celebrate my daughter's birthday, when you go to my online shop at checkout, use the code BirthdayGirl, all lowercase. Birthday Girl, that will get you 10% off your order, as well as a surprise mini, because I have so many one-of-a-kind tester skeins, minis everywhere, and they need homes. So I'm gonna include a mini with every order that was placed. It started Friday and it ends on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and that is the 18th, I believe, at midnight, like 11:59 midnight Eastern. So today and tomorrow are the last time you can use that discount code, but it will get you 10% off. So go ahead and grab a sweater quantity of Harvest Moon. I'm not going to stop you. Listen, I'll even put like, congratulations for winning this box of yarn if you don't want your significant other to know that you bought yarn. I'll do that. No shame in my game. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't lie to your partner. That's bad. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Okay, so for the make-along, the Spooky But Keep It Pink make-along, I am going to be donating a $50, not donating, the prizes are a $50 gift card to Pretty Twisted Yarn's online yarn shop. My friend Amy, who is Happy Little Yarn here on the tubes, as well as on Instagram, is donating a project bag. My friend Katie from Knotty Knitting Sacks is donating a Knotty project bag. My friend Nicole, who is Witchin' Knittin' Mama on Instagram, is donating a digital pattern, and then the gift card will be digital as well. So it is open internationally, and if you are an international winner, it will be one of the digital prizes. And I just received a package from my friend who is Crafted by the Fates. Wait till you guys see this. This is one of the prizes. Okay, so we have a mini skein set. Yeah, so on Instagram, she's Crafted by the Fates. She's got an Etsy shop. This is her ball band. And this says Homesick. Crafted by the Fates. So this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 3-ply, 20 grams. So there's 5 20-gram minis. Look how beautiful for fall. Like, how stunning are these colors? So she sent this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to include this like all in the same or break it up and make different prizes. But this is all the stuff she sent me, so this is all for you guys. Some little stitch markers. Let's see, this little guy can turn around. A little ghost and a moon. Let's see. A little moon. There it is. These lever back stitch markers, progress keepers, are my favorite. My absolute favorite. And she sent it in a really cute little like organza bag. There's also some stickers. I'll probably keep one of the stickers. Are they stickers? I think so. So we got some bats. And we got some pumpkin. So a really cute little thing. But wait, there's more. She also sent a project bag. So pretty. These vibrant colors. Oh. And it's a drawstring, it looks like. Yeah. I don't want to open it up or mess with it too much because it's going to be a prize. Okay, so let's see. I'm donating a prize. Amy's donating a prize. Katie's donating a prize. Katie is Knotty Knitting Sacks on Instagram. Nicole is donating a digital pattern. I think I covered everybody. If I didn't, I will leave it down below, and I apologize. If you are a maker and you would like to donate something to this make-along for me to show here on the podcast, you can contact me at prettytwistedyarns@yahoo.com, and I would love to show off your makes. So yeah, if you would like to donate a prize for this make-along, just go ahead and shoot me an email. I think that was it. I actually forgot to record this part, so I had to record it again. I really need to just like take better notes, because I feel like if I got on here and just rambled, it would make no sense to anyone. except me. My daughter would probably understand because she and I will have whole entire conversations, Haley and I, and everyone else in the room is like, what just happened? What are you guys even talking about? It's kind of funny. So yeah, that's the make-along. There's going to be prizes and shenanigans and fun for all. So I hope you guys enjoy the make-along. Make sure to go over to Ravelry and join the podcast group, Pretty Twisted Yarns Podcast. Okay, continue on with the viewing. It. Birthday discount code. I'll leave links and all the things in the description box down below. Yeah, until I see you next time, you guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Love you. Bye.